Hey guys, what is up and welcome to Road to Max Cash episode number 15. Hopefully we can get some decent drops in this episode, as this is the episode that we're going to be price checking the tab on, so hopefully we can get fairly lucky and receive a few decent drops. But for now I'm going to start off with doing Edemu task that we received, I think it was last episode, after doing QBD for a little bit. So we've got Edemus now. I haven't had a blood necklace in quite some time actually. I've only had one within this series currently, so hopefully we can break our slight dry streak at Edemus and we can pull ourselves a blood necklace shard. But until then guys, I do hope you enjoy watching and hopefully we can get decent drops, and yeah, as I said before, just overall build that tab up for the price check at the end. So hope you enjoy the video and I shall see you soon. And we finally get a blood necklace shard. The beam is very small for these now, so I don't really see it at all because it's only around 9mm I think, or 8.8mm. But getting one is a nice feeling as always. So that's a cheeky 8.8mm. Hey, I'm coming in with a second one. I finally realised that I got that beam because I was paying attention. So that is 2-in-1 task. I sort of that pays for the dry streak, I guess. So roll on an Edemu pet. And we get a third one. That is absolutely amazing. So Andy said he's done. Andy has currently logged out or deleted me because we did say in the TeamSpeak that if I did get another blood necklace shard that he was going to delete me. So see you, Andy, mate. So Lee, why do you slay when you're already 200 mil Slayer XP? Well, this is the reason why I still slay. If we remove out the pots and the rocktail, and obviously the magic note paper, 27.2 mil, 3 blood necklace shards. Obviously that is due to a lot of luck, and the blood necklace shards aren't the price they used to be. They used to be basically double that price when I was going for 200 mil Slayer. They're around 18 to 20 mil each, so yeah, they've dropped a little bit, but as you can see they are still quite a nice little thing to get if you get them. So that is the task done. Going to go back to Morvan now, grab another task, and yeah, we're going to go from there really. Coming in with the Rune Dragons, so can we get this Slayer look rolling and get ourselves a boot piece? That would be very nice. Here we have the first of 4 raid footage clips where we have a full Beastmaster and Yakimaru loots, which is awesome. So the Beastmaster one there was pretty standard, quite a lot really in food drops like raw food like rocktails and sharks, which all adds up. And then we swiftly moved on to the Yakimaru kill shortly after, and yeah, it was another kill with some more standard loot, as we shall see when I decide to kill it and when we all loot. So I think one person got a gloves drop, which is awesome stuff, so congrats to them. And for my loot it was standard, as you can see there, Rune Orb, Water Tallies and Black D-Eyed, which is still pretty good I guess. So we're doing a little bit of a court mass now, just building up some KC between some of the guys in the friends chat, and we're hoping for this pet soon. One's almost at their 3rd threshold, I'm almost at my 4th threshold, and the others are building up towards their 2nd threshold, so hopefully we can see some decent drops within however long we stay here for. So yeah. Straight away we're coming in with some cannonballs. I've got that feeling my inventory is going to get really full really quickly, because our kill times are literally like 10 seconds if that, so the DPS right now is kind of real. We're coming in with more cannonballs, and as you can see the inventory is becoming a little bit crowded. I'm dropping food and brews and stuff for the drops, but it's all good. So after splitting off most of the loot, or the important drops anyway, look at my inventory. That is all we got within the hour, and yeah, we may as well price check it all. So pop it in there, and what do we need to withdraw out? Just the brew flask and the restore flask and the 2 rocktails as well, of course. And it comes to 2.2 mil, which isn't too bad. They got onyx bolts as well, but I'm not really fussed about having a split of the onyx bolts, so I've let them split it trio between 3 people rather than include me in it. So 2.2 mil overall, which is a pretty decent, building up to almost 2k KC now. I think we're coming up to 1.8k at least anyway, so still no sign of this pet though, and obviously still 1 sigil in that time as well. But still can't complain. I mean, we're racking up the loot, and you know, it's looking quite smart in the loot tab now. So yeah, it's onwards and upwards. More raid kills then. This is the second a lot of raids in this video, and we get a Beastmaster loot there and a couple of training points, which is It's always good getting them. Hydric Bolt Tips and Rune Ore, which is kind of a decent drop, and also got Techie as well, which I need because I obviously want the tier 90 tank armor, and then coming in with a Yakimaru kill. And yeah, it's still another drop with standard loot, but it's, I think, worth a good 2 mil when we see the loot right here, which, yeah, if my character decides to loot it, then here we go. Yeah, we got Rune Ore again, but I'm not really sure why Yaka drops Eric Bones. It is kind of funny, but kind of weird. So what I did do, I cancelled my Barrow's Reaper task because it was just so boring, and I got myself Corpse. So we are at Corp now, got Onyx Bolts, as you can see there, got 14 to kill. So we got 9 left, as you can see in the bottom down there. It's all this KC boosting towards the pet, so this is all good stuff. Hopefully we can get this pet before 2k KC, it would be nice, but I don't know really. I kind of enjoy Corp when I'm soloing anyway, so just going to go with the flow. And this is the last kill of the Reaper task, and we get a Gandalf staff. Anyway, the loot wasn't too bad. We got the Onyx Bolts, which is always good. If we go back to the max guild now, because I'm not going to bother staying there for another 9 minutes until my scrimshaw runs out, because I run out of overload. So if we just quickly deactivate that, and we shall open up the price checker and add in the items that we did get from that 14 kill trip, which we got lucky with the Onyx Bolts, and it comes to almost 2.3 mil, so that's not too bad, I guess, for around 25 minutes of work. So what I'm going to do now is, obviously I can't get another death's task until tomorrow, so I might actually go to Rune Dragons now because I still have that as a Slayer task, or I might even go to Araxi and try and get my top leg piece if top path is open. Haven't been to Araxi in such a long time, so I don't really know which paths are currently open, but until then we shall soon figure out something to do. That is Rune Dragons finitoed, and that is task number 2400. That is a pretty epic milestone. We got 300 Slayer points added in there as well, which is awesome stuff. So the loot then, as you can see, we got fairly unlucky. We got 2 Dragon Helms, which I'm not sure what their drop rate is, but I think they're on the rare drop table drop anyway. And yeah, we got no boot piece, which is a shame. But what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to bother price checking the loot because it's basically standard stuff really. So we're going to head to Morvran and we're going to grab ourselves our next task. And we get Edamus, so I'm expecting to go on a huge dry streak now with me getting 3 Blood Necklace shards in the last task. But you never know, I could end up getting another 3, or even 1 would be kind of cool, I guess. But I'm going to probably end up going to Araxi shortly, or maybe even next, get back into the groove of doing them 2 bosses and try and get some decent drops so we can make this tab a little bit more. Just been having a slight discussion about what I should use my 31k techie on, which I'm going to use now because I'm not going to save it up and let it build up, because obviously I want to get the superior version, where if I get the regular version from this guy over here, and when I wear it during the raid, it obviously gives a better chance of me getting the superior version. And I sort of like thought about getting the melee set for Araxor, but then again, I'm not really a fan of Araxor, and you know, I melee anyway with Malevolent and I do fine as it is. So I figured out that I would like to test it out for soloing next during Ice Phase and Zaros Phase. I think it'd be kind of good to obviously soak up the damage that Nex does deal to you on Zaros. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the guy's shop and we're going to buy as much of this as we can. So currently, I do believe we can only get the superior gloves and boots. I might be wrong, so I'm going to actually buy them first, and it's quite good that, you know, they are the cheapest pieces. I'm going to obviously grab myself the cowl as well, with it being the next cheapest, and then yeah, we are basically, I'll be able to get another piece during these next 2 raids. So we've got 3 pieces right now of the degradable stuff that degrades to dust, but I'm going to obviously wear the gloves and the boots during raids now. It's going to lessen the DPS a little bit of my character, but I just want to get the superior version because I do think it'll be quite useful. Coming in with more training points from Beastmaster, which is all good, and for the loot then, it is going to be, let's have a look, More standard stuff really, but we got some water tallies, which is nice, they are quite an amount, and also uncut dragon stones, which are perfect. And bear in mind now, I am wearing the untradeable but the normal version of the raid armor, which gives me that better chance. As seen there, we got ourselves some gloves from Yaka, so that's great stuff. So definitely buying a part of the set definitely do help. As you can see, we got this part of the superior version there. Obviously I can only get boots off Beastmaster, and then what I need to do then is get all 3 superior pairs of boots before I can end up getting like the cowl, the body and the chaps. I think I'm probably the same with the gloves. I need to get all 3 different types of gloves and boots before I can move on and get, you know, chaps, body and the mask. But we got 11k techie now. I needed another 1k from, I think it was either Beastmaster or Yaka, and we got that, and we can buy another item. So I'm going to obviously buy the legs, which is what we can afford if we go into the range gear, and yeah, buy the Tempest chaps as well, just for added bonuses really when doing Mirage on Yaka. So that looks pretty smart now. As you can see, we've almost got full degradable version on not the superior, which is kind of good. But yeah, I probably might save up the techie now, either for a body or buy the boots and the gloves of each other set, so then I can end up getting them, and then moving on to getting the body, the chaps and the helmet. On with a brief hour of Araxi while top path is open. It'd be amazing if I got the leg piece straight away in the first kill, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And no, we get a decent drop though, the ores and the bruise, which we'll gladly stick in the bank, and hopefully we can get this leg piece. That was kind of an interesting kill. I forgot my anti-poison. Well, it didn't load in my preset, so I might have run out of them. So that is the 3rd kill, and the loot. Oh, a pheromone. I think that drop rate is based on enrage, so if I got an effigy, I would have been a little bit more pissed off than what I am there. But I don't quite think it's near a leg drop. A leg drop, same drop rate thingy-mabob. So yeah, I don't even know what that drop rate is, but I believe it is based on enrage, and that was my 3rd or 4th kill. So yeah, God, that was such a bad kill, but it was actually quite funny at the same time. The amount of times I didn't avoid a cleave was about, I think 5 times I got cleaved in that kill, which might be a new record for me. But now top path is closed, unfortunately, so I can't get that piece and finish the leg off. But what we can do is gain more leg pieces and hopefully a web. So this is the first kill down in middle path, and we get another pheromone. What even is this? I'm on the first kill. That is like 0% enrage, and we get another pheromone. Oh god. And there we go, we get the 2nd kill, and these kills aren't very quick, but they are kind of effective with the scythe switch. So let's have a look at the loot. And mage seeds, that is a very nice drop. And we're coming in with a personal record of 552. That was a very nice kill, and I don't know if you guys end up zerking if you're meleeing on P4. I don't personally, haven't really tried it, but yeah, let me know how you guys do it on P4. If you do use melee, then I would be kind of interested to know. I just use thresholds really and get it down, then maybe shield camp from 50k to 27k, and then use tendrils and then assault, and then that's basically you know, core face down. So the loot then, and herbs, which isn't too bad. We've got the bruise there as well, which are quite a nice amount of GP currently. So yeah, that's all good. I tried shield camping, and then I zerked on 30k life points, and I absolutely destroyed that final bit of the phase, which was a nice tip I had from Andy. So the loot then, and standard mage logs, bruise. I'm gonna go for a pet chance, why not? Haven't done one in a while, and wow then, 355, that is so bad. And that is our 5th kill, I think, or 4th, I can't really remember, my memory is just so bad. And the loot, that black D hide, that isn't too bad actually, because black D hide is kind of expensive, so that's kind of a good drop I guess. But we got the restores, which is a bit shitty. If we got bruise, and it would have been a little bit better. That was a very dodgy kill. I got cleaved like 4 times because I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to pour a drink at the same time, which was just not happening. And the loot is, if we lag out, rune plate bodies. That is a drop that, yeah, I'm going to pet chance. So 54, oh my lord. That kill was just beautiful. I mean, I don't know, sometimes I'm lazy and I don't bother press switching. I know I should, but I don't. But that kill I press switched, and oh my lord, that kill was just perfect. And the loot, that is definitely being a reroll. 424, well then. Okay, Andy did get a leg piece, as you can see there, and I am kind of salty, I'm not going to lie. I was flaming a little bit on the TeamSpeak, but if we can pull back with a leg piece ourselves, then I'll be very happy. Well, Onyx's, that'll do, that's not too bad, I guess. Another lovely kill coming down, and guys, I do recommend, if you are struggling with melee on high enrage when using Drygores, if you do have a knock scythe as well, either knock scythe the whole kill, or do Drygores from phase 1 to phase 3, and then on the Araxi use the scythe, and just press switch between mage and range. It does help a load in my opinion. And the loot, we're coming in with, oh Jesus, a Trisky. Now, these drops, I want to keep them, but I also want to re-roll them, but I guess I'm going to keep them because apparently blood dyes are coming out in elite clues, and that's what I'm going to be using these things on. So, shitty drop, but yeah. Kind of on high enrage now. I think my next kill will be 200 or 220, which is fairly good, to be honest. I'm not even really struggling, to be fair. I'm just making silly mistakes and getting cleaved now and again. And the loot then, colon Adior, that is a nice drop, so we'll stick it into the bank and we shall go for our next kill. First kill of the day, which means my enrage has reset, and hopefully we can get some first kill luck, I should say, and get this middle leg piece. Let's have a look. Ooh, but we're kicking it off with Onyx Bolts. That is still pretty good, so I'm closing in on 20k in the bank, which is awesome. I really do like this boss now, and as you can see, we got a 5-minute 43 personal record, but it didn't actually feel like a quick kill. I mean, I could have easily just got a much quicker kill by using Drygores at P4, but using a scythe, I do think it is slightly slower, but that kill was a kind of, I don't know, it didn't feel too long. But I didn't think it was that quick, to be honest. And also, I am really, really enjoying Araxi now, to be honest. And we get Rune Ore, which is a, like 500k drop or something? And apologies for the voice, as you can probably tell, I have just woke up, so yeah. Getting some nice kill times in, to be honest, and I'm not really going for it too much. I mean, I've sort of got an ability rotation down now for all of the kill, which is helping me a lot, and the loot there is rune plate bodies. Now, I want to keep this drop, but I do want to get the base pets, so I am going to pet chance rune plate bodies. I know it's like 500k worth, or maybe 400k, but I want the base pet, just so I can get the 2 spider pets. And I don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to get it as a normal drop anyway, so I'm probably going to have to re-roll quite a lot of drops before I do get it. That was kind of a dodgy kill, as you can see by the kill time, 7 minutes and 17 seconds roughly. I kind of messed up P4 with my press switching, but we got there in the end. And the loot then, rune plate bodies again, which we're going to pet chance because I want the base pet so bad, and 423, oh no. So that kill was not too bad. I almost got signed because I had a Speedy Gonzalez Suicide Spider. Honestly, it was the quickest thing I'd ever seen, to be honest. And the loot there is Cole and Addy, which isn't too bad. We'll pop it into the bank, and we shall go for, I don't know if we're on kill number 5 or 6 now, so we'll see. Beasting kill that was very, very nice. And also, one thing that I have noticed is the strength XP here is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm closing in on 68 mil there, which will be great when I get that 120, because then I'll have all 120 combats. But this is a decent method to do your melee stats, to be honest. And the loot then, oh my god, I'm just gonna get a rope and a chair right now. If I get one more fang, I've realised this, if I get one more fang, I am gonna roll it, because I don't know, I don't want to be under a fang curse. So, loot there. Triss key. Do we want that? No, I don't want a Triss key. I'm sick of them drops. 179. Let's go for another kill. So, Triss keys, basically, I think I've got like 15 currently in the bank that I can make a total of 17 keys because I already have 2 pre-made. So, I don't know really. For me to do like 17 elites is going to take a while. So, I think Triss key drops now. I'll round it off to another Triss key, and then yeah, that'll be it, done with the Triss key pieces. I'm going to re-roll all them as well from Axwell, because if you get that as a drop, it's kind of it's worthless. So you know, I'd much rather go for that pet chance. So yeah. Here we have the last of the rage footage for this episode with a Beastmaster kill and the training points, which are juicy stuff. So a standard Beastmaster loot, we got a Gobi charm, which is all good, that adds into reputation. We've got Sphenic scales and mage logs, which is also pretty good. One of the guys got ability codex, which was pretty awesome, and then coming in with the Yakimaru kill, which we done straight after, obviously. And yeah, you'll see what I got here. Got kind of lucky, I guess. But more training points, which is all good, and surprisingly I was ranging that kill and I managed to pick myself up. Let's have a look. A pair of the melee gauntlets, which I was kind of surprised about, and one of the people on the team as well got, I think they got range gloves, which is awesome. And we're coming in with a Blood Nectar Shard, doing some Slayer now, finishing off this Edamu task that I'd skipped in between. I'd done raids, so I've only had 80 left to kill in this trip. So that is Blood Necklace number, obviously 1 of this task, but 5 overall in the tab, which is great. So there we have the task done. Just going to get ourselves out of here. We'll price check what I did pick up. I did finish that task off sort of like with 80 to go when I went and done raids, so we'll quickly price check the remaining 80 kills, I guess, because I obviously banked everything else that I did pick up yesterday. 2 Dragon Longswords and the Blood Necklace Shard, so 9.1 mil. Obviously got very lucky with the Blood Necklace Shard again. So that's 5 in the bank now, so I'm going to head to Buuren and we're going to grab ourselves another task. Oh, first attempt, and we get the Rune Drags. That is awesome stuff. Oh, first kill down. I don't know what it is, but I find the first kill the most annoying, and I make the most mistakes on the first kill, even though it's the easiest kill. And the loot then, Hydrix Bolt Tips. That is a drop that we haven't seen in a while, along with the Bruise, which is not too bad. And another kill in, and that was a kind of a sub-overload as well, which I'm very, very happy with, but it wasn't a personal record. I don't know how that works out, to be honest, but yeah, sub-overload kill, I'm very happy, and also I'm looking forward to actually doing bosses like Araxor and Nex on my newbie account when I get the chance to. I feel it'll be more of a challenge than what it is on my main, obviously with me being maxed, but the loot there, Onyx Bolts, which is awesome. Oh, that poison is kind of a killer when you don't drink an anti-poison on P4, so yeah, we got the kill in the end. It was kind of a dodgy kill, but nonetheless we get the loot and onyxes. So we've had 3 decent kills so far. I think it's 3 anyway. I'll lose count so easily, but yeah, we've had 3 decent drops, which is great stuff. Haven't really done too much PVMing recently. I've mainly been skilling, mainly been doing prayer and trying to tick off agility. May as well give you a stat update though. But yeah, I just finished my Calphite Queen Reaper assignment, which I got ages ago, but stats wise now we are 81.5 mil prayer, so that's almost 120, and then agility we are only 5.7 mil XP off, and then that'll be another 120, and quite a nice cape as well. But the next Reaper task that we have is Araxi, and I'm still trying to get ourselves that spider leg top, so hopefully path 1 is still open and we can knock that off, and that'll be 2 legs banked. But until then, I shall see you possibly at the end of an Araxi kill. 10-minute kill? Hello! I did actually start that kill with Anguish prayer on. I think that's the mage one, no, the ranger one. Yeah, I prayed Anguish as my turmoil, so I kind of messed it up. But the loot, oh no, that is like even rarer than a hill, so rip. Kinda sucks now that they've nerfed legendary familiars in the sense that you can't actually, or they get hit now. And yes! We got it, boys! We got the spider leg top, which means we can complete our second spider leg. That is absolutely awesome stuff. I actually hot worlds as well, so I wasn't on world 23, and that paid off and giving me some bit of luck there with the drops, so that is awesome. That is going straight into the bank, and we're going to finish this Reaper task and then make this leg. Can we get a back-to-back top leg? That would be great, because I find top path is the most pain in the arse, but I doubt it. But we're coming in with the Onyx Bolts, which is good enough for me. That is still a nice drop. So we've got 2 left, I think, or 3 left on the Reaper, and then we'll go from there. 2 to go on this Reaper task. Can we get another top piece? It would be amazing if we did get one, but we're coming in with herbs, which can go gladly into the bank. And yeah, as I said, 2 left, and we can maybe move on from here. I'm not too sure. I might stay doing Araxi for a little bit longer, but we'll see. Let's have a look then. What are we going to get from this kill? And Rune, that isn't too bad. I think that's 8k each, so that is like a 400-ish k drop, and the 19 blue charms, even though they're kind of irrelevant anyway, but that is pretty decent. And there we go, there is the Reaper task done. 25 Reaper points, which is awesome. I'm not really sure if we can buy a Hydrix just yet, but that is very nice stuff. And the loot then, and coins, we get a pet chance, the last one, and what do we get? A 283. So what I'm going to do is check my Reaper points, and we're going to get ourselves another Reaper task. Our new Reaper then is another Calphite Queen one, which isn't so bad, a nice and easy one, and builds up a little bit of a KC, and maybe we can get lucky and maybe snipe the pet, but who knows. But other things as well, we have 337 Reaper points, which is awesome stuff. I mean, to get an incomplete Hydrix, it's 300 Reaper points, so I can buy one of them whenever I can. And I'm not quite sure how much they are now. I'm not really too sure if they are still above 30 mil, but it'd be awesome if they are. And whilst we're on the subject of money making, we're going to make ourselves another spider leg. So quickly make that there, and how much is that now? 156.2 mil, which isn't too bad. And then we've also got the effigy from that Reaper task as well. So overall, a effigy and a top piece within 6 kills. I think that's pretty good. Got ourselves some death touch darts from the raffle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them at next, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get me 3 kills, and then after that we're going to go into a full blown, maybe 1 to 2 hour next trip, and hopefully we can get ourselves an item. So yeah guys, I'm going to use these darts now, so wish us luck. Let's go with the first kill. I'm calling Bruiser and Restores, but I've got the note paper ready for them, so that's all good. And what do we get? Oh, that is that is awesome. Another pair of 12 plate legs to the tab. I think we've got 2 pairs of them in the tab now, which is good stuff. How much are they? 14.8 mil, which is great gains. Surely we cannot get a back-to-back. If we do, that would be pretty marvellous. But let's have a look. I'm definitely calling Bruise because I always get them. And, oh, Dragonstone. So that's actually worse than Bruise. I think it's like 120k drop or 240k drop, I'm not sure. Oh, 257k drop, so yeah, that's pretty bad, but it's a drop. I actually forgot to say that kind of my dry streak at next on World 23 is now over with me getting them 12 plate legs, and then coming in with the final drop. Come on, give us some Bruise, it's got to be Bruise and Restores. Oh, but Onyx Bolts, so that is kind of a decent 3-dart trip. So that is teleport out, and we shall price check what we did get, and yeah, they'll be going straight into the loot tab. So we'll open up the price checker, add in the uncut dragonstones, the onyx bolts, and then the 12 plate leg. So it comes to 18.3 mil within around, what, a minute of work, which is kind of good, but we got very lucky with the 12 plate legs, so that is awesome stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a solid next trip, and we'll go from there. It's nice to make a return to next and actually do it properly, and the first kill then is actually Bruiser and Restore. So the first kill actually doing a full kill is Bruiser and Restores, which isn't too bad. Got the note paper in the preset now, which we can take these, no problem. Kill number 2, are we going to get more Bruise? Oh, Uncut Dragonstones, I suppose it's, what, 250k, which isn't too bad, and it means I don't have to pick up loads of things and note paper them. I know I should probably have to change my loot settings so I can pick up all the Bruise in one go, but that's effort. Got ourselves an ancient ceremonial mask up here, and they're still floating even though we've had so many game updates, but more Bruiser and Restores. Gonna quickly bank these. Boom, and then we go for our 4th kill, and oh my lord, or should we get more Bruiser and Restores now? I've had 3 in this trip so far. I know we actually get a golden beam for once on Rune. That is a nice drop to have, and almost I think 10k in the bank, which is awesome. Come to the conclusion I don't really need to use a Nihil here, or actually, learn to use a Nihil, because I get 5-minute kills, standard 5-minute kills, pretty much all the time now. And the drop there, Torstol Siege, which is possibly the worst drop you can get from next, other than a rare drop table. Oh, when you don't splash on this boss, it is absolutely awesome, and we are finally getting a decent drop in the Onyx Bolt, so we're closing in on 20k now in the tab, which is just amazing. There we have the Reaper task done. So the hour of next wasn't too successful. Obviously we got the 12 plate legs, but that was with the death touch dart, and then I went on to do a full hour's worth with Sharpshooter Aurora, and we got ourselves Onyx Bolts, which I suppose is better than nothing, but the majority of it was Bruiser and Restores. But we completed the Reaper task there, which was Calphite Queen from yesterday, so we shall grab the Grim Gem and grab another task. And we have quite a big task there, 26 Commander Zillianas, so I'll do that whenever really. I'm feeling some Slayer right now, maybe do my Rune Dragons. I've got 74 and hope for a boot piece, which would be great, so I'm going to get on with that now, so hopefully I'll see you when we get a boot piece. Coming in there with the Rune Dragon task complete, and we get a beam on as our last drop, and it's a rare drop table. Unfortunately, Snapdragons, 99 Grammy Snapdragons, which is quite a lot really. So what we'll do, we shall quickly head out of here to the Max Guild. We shall price check what we got from that task. I wasn't going to price check it until we got the Snapdragons at the end there, which is kind of surprising, but a lot of dragon longswords, which is always good. They can stack into the bank. We also got a dragon plate skirt off a elite dragon, so elite rune dragon, so I was kind of disappointed about that, but never mind. And then finally a couple of rune items that my sprinkling didn't bank, and then the snapdragons, so 1.886 mil, which isn't too bad. What we'll do now then is we shall head to Motherland and we'll grab ourselves our next task. And we get some more rune dragons, which I'll do that as and when really, maybe when my penance aura has cooled down, because that is a really handy thing to have when you have a rune dragon task, is to use penance. So yeah, we got 63 for this next task, which I might do later on this evening, but for now I might actually do some more next, or maybe even do my Reaper task. I'm not fully sure yet, but I'll soon decide. Doing our Saradomin Reaper task, and we get an effigy, so I'm not going to stay here after the Reaper task is complete. We're just going to do the task, and then we are going to possibly do something else, maybe a Raxor, or I might actually do some prayer training, I'm not really quite sure. But yeah, an effigy that will go towards divination gains, which is always good, and yeah, that will obviously help towards 120 div, which will be a struggle. There we have it, that is the final kill, and do we get anything? Nothing special, just some more U-logs on the rare drop tables, so we shall get ourselves out of here now. And then obviously we can't get another Reaper task until tomorrow, but we got ourselves another 15 Reaper points, in which I'm going to actually buy a Hydrix, which is great stuff. There's no really point in pressure checking the loot, only picked up battle staffs and U-logs, which were a rare drop table, and we got ourselves the effigy, which is good stuff. So yeah, I'm going to buy myself a Hydrix now. I'm not sure what I'm going to create it. I might make it into a ring or an Army of Souls, I'm not really quite sure. I'll read up on what to make or what the best thing is to make. And yeah, that's going to be it from the PVMing on this video. Obviously, with it being episode 15, I'm going to be price checking the tab, which you guys will probably see in the next clip. Me, obviously, at the Well of Goodwill and going through the boss kills, and also withdrawing everything out of the tab, and yeah, we're going to be price checking it, which is going to be pretty cool. But first, let's grab ourselves a Hydrix. Grabbing ourselves this incomplete Hydrix. Now, I'm actually going to keep the Hydrix as it is there. I'm going to pop it into the tab as it is. Right there, and I'm going to ask you guys, let me know what is the best thing to actually create with a Hydrix. I'm not really quite sure myself. I haven't really looked in depth into it, so I'm looking for your opinion. So yeah, let us know on what the best thing is in your opinion to make, or what actually is the best thing to make overall. And yeah, we shall transform this Hydrix, this incomplete Hydrix, into whatever thing is the best thing for me to make currently. So, next clip you'll see is obviously me going through the boss kills and also the tab. So, I shall see it in a mo. Right then, here we go. Here is the part of the video that possibly you've all been waiting for, where we price check the tab and go through the boss kills. So yeah, we'll crack on with the boss kills, and if we go on to this, as you can see, we are at 18,769, which is pretty good, almost at 300 Araxi, and almost, I'm closing in on 300 next now, which have all basically been solo, which is pretty nice, and nothing really else has changed. Almost 1.9k corpse without the pet. Haven't got the pet yet, but that is something that I would like to get, you know, kind of in the next episode, but obviously it's all luck based and all, you know, drop chance and all whatnot. Quite a few raid kills done in this episode as well, like Yaka and Beastmaster, so they're ticking on nicely now as well. So then if we close that screen and go into the bank, and we shall have a look at the tab. So here we go then. Here is the tab, starting from the top and working down. We've got ourselves 17 basically 17 Triskelion keys now, which is awesome. I'm waiting for blood dice to come out, and then I'll obviously use all these. And then if we look down, we've got a new addition here with the incomplete Hydrix, which I've just bought. I've stuck them next to the Onyxes, which we've got 60 of now, which is very nice. And then scrolling down, continuing to where the main drops are. So then we have ourselves obviously a lot more. Well, I wouldn't say a lot more, but it's just obviously built up a load now. I mean, we're on almost 20,000 Onyx bolts, almost 8,000 rune ore, almost closing in on 100,000 coal, which is awesome stuff, really. New additions then, another pair of Torva plate legs, which I got with my death touch darts, which are awesome, and we got ourselves another spider leg, which is amazing, and a couple more pheromones, I think. And also we got a few raid drops as well, which are in my gear tab. I'm not going to obviously put them in a loot tab because they are untradeable, and because I use them, so you know there's no real point in putting something in this tab because it's going to be something that I use constantly, and like I said before, it is untradeable. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to start withdrawing it all out, and we're going to go for this price check. So yep, we'll draw it out and we'll go and price check the first inventory. So I'm going to sort of predict that I hope the tab is around 1.9 to 2 bill. That would be a lot of motivation really for me to, you know, get the remaining 500 mil and finish it. But let's start with the first inventory. So 187 mil in just herbs and seeds and random bolt tips and whatnot, which is pretty nice. So 187 mil, first inventory, good gains. Inventory number 2, this contains, you know, more arrows, staffs from Corp, and obviously we've got the gems in here as well, like the Hydrix and the Onyxes, which I suppose is going to be quite a nice amount. So pop it all in, and 457 mil, Jesus, that is quite surprising. Almost got 170 mil in Onyx bolts, we've got almost 100 mil in Onyxes, which is awesome, and then we've got a lot of green dragonhide as well, which is from mainly Nex and also Corp, which is just fantastic. So adding 500 or 457 mil onto my 187 mil from the first inventory, which yeah, it's pretty nice so far. And inventory number 3, cannonballs, runeplate bodies and ores and whatnot. Cannonballs are all from Corp, so 30 mil worth of cannonballs, which are all from Corp, which is amazing. Obviously I took out the techie as well because I didn't want to lose the placeholder as I have it in the tab, so that will obviously nestle nicely when I deposit all this back in the bank. So 207 mil from that inventory. I didn't really think it'd be that much really, but that is amazing stuff. Obviously we've got D-limbs as well, which have risen a bit really, almost well 13.8 mil, which is amazing. I think I got them when they were around 12.5 mil, so not really sure the reason why they've rose so much, but that is lovely stuff. So yeah, bloody hell, almost 30 mil in coal ore, didn't realise that, and 80 mil in rune ore. Oh my god, that is awesome. And we're on the second to last inventory now, I think, which contains God Wars items, items from Queen Black Dragon and General Slayer really, and also energies from Rise of the Six and Virago. So then 164 mil, which isn't too bad. Got 10.4 mil in Tectonic Energies, and I don't really do much Virago, I don't really like it to be honest. And we've also got 15.2 mil worth in Malevolent Energies from Rise of the Six, which I might start getting back into because I do like hard mode barrows. I do kind of find it very enjoyable, and it's not very I don't know, you don't have to pay much attention as you do at like Virago. I kind of can find more enjoyment doing Rise of the Six and Virago, with it being a smaller base team anyway. And then we've also got 95 Serenic Scales, which is almost 30 mil, which is great stuff. We've got 5 Blood Necklace Shards, we got 4 in this episode, which is kind of crazy, which boosts it up to 47 mil worth, which is great stuff. And then just the general God Wars items from Slayer tasks and Reaper tasks and whatnot brings that tab, or that inventory, to 164 mil. So then let's roll out the last inventory. Here we are then, with drawing out all the big guns, the best stuff till last basically. We obviously got 2 fangs which are untradeable. If I do not get a web within this series and when it's complete, I will be making them into scythes. I think they are a lot more than what the legs currently are anyway, so I'll be making profit nonetheless. Anyway, less than me speaking, let's open up the price checker and bang it all in there. So 917 mil for that last tab, which is amazing. Obviously I'm going for that 2.5 bill mark, and you know, if I just add 917 mil to my calculator, then we are at 1.932 bill roughly, which is amazing stuff considering I have pretty much only been soloing bosses for this sort of money. Obviously I've only done Virago, which is mainly a team boss, and we've received 1 splits, but I haven't actually included the GP from the 1 splits in here, which is you know, I suppose it's pretty good, and it's been a nice challenge for me to do. I mean, I'm still nowhere near finished yet. I've almost got another 550 mil to get, but, you know, just this proves that you can get a lot of money just from soloing stuff. You don't have to rely on other teams or other players to help you make GP. So that is pretty awesome for the last inventory. I mean, we've got 312 mil in just 2 spider legs, which is, seeing that price is kind of motivating me to do Araxi, you know, however much I do hate that boss. Zarite Bow's dropped a lot since I've got it, but, you know, that's obviously down to me from not selling it. It was 44 mil when I got it, and it's down to just under 30 there, which I can't really complain. I've still got that drop to myself, which is great. So other items as well, Ascension Bows, 179 mil within each of these. These have dropped a lot. These used to be like 110 mil a piece, but yeah, I'm not going to complain. And yeah, that is pretty much it for that last inventory. So then, as I said before, at 1.9 bill now, we're closing in on that 2.5 bill mark, and yeah, it's kind of motivating me to see how much I have made now to actually get this series done. I mean, I'm closing in on 2.5 bill quite rapidly. If I stick at doing next and Araxwell, I know it's kind of boring, but if I only show clips with decent loot rather than me showing brews and restores over and over, then it might be a little bit more enjoyable for you guys. So let us know down below if you want me to cut out the rubbish drops and just include decent drops. So yeah, that is pretty much it from me, guys. We are doing really well with this series so far, and yeah, as I said before, thanks for the amazing support. We're closing in on 10k, and don't forget, I've got that 10k Q&A to do. So if you've got any questions, please go onto my previous video and submit them. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.